Good morning, class of 2024. Today, we are celebrating a major life accomplishment, our graduation from the University of Virginia Darden School of Business. I would like to begin by acknowledging our family and friends, whether they are here in person or online in spirit. Without their support these past 21 months, none of us would have been as successful. I would also like to extend gratitude to the faculty and staff at Darden for organizing such an amazing program. Thank you for the growth we have all been able to attain because of your hard work. Let's take a moment and acknowledge them one more time, especially given the weather today. For the past year, I have had the honor of representing the Executive MBA Class as president, and am humbled to have been selected to stand here before you today. We came from different backgrounds, cultures, and industries, starting day one of LR1 through StratSim and final reflections of LR2. We continually came together to help each other grow and learn, both professionally and personally. I am eternally grateful for our time together, the friendships we have made, and the community we have developed. Looking back on our time together, after countless cases over Zoom, 20 long OGR weekends, traveling the globe, there is one thing I am certain of that will bond us forever. None of us will ever be able to read or say the word fantastic again without hearing a strong Italian accent. Much like our marketing professor Luca's passion and exuberance in the classroom, we learn the importance and impact of aligning our passion and purpose with our careers. We all have different passions in life, whether that be lifelong learning, affiliations with community organizations, philanthropies, professional societies, or any number of other meaningful activities. I hope we all find passion and purpose in our careers outside of Darden, because it's in following one's passion and purpose that each of us delivers the most impact. Darden's mission is to improve the world by inspiring responsible leaders. We traveled the world during global residencies and discovered something about ourselves we did not know before. Not only did I discover that I can do IT support in Vietnam and in Italy, right, Aparna? But more importantly, I realized that the world is small, and it doesn't take much to have a global impact and global reach. I saw firsthand how even small organizations can change lives by focusing on one aspect of an issue and dedicating resources to it. There are two organizations that stand out from my travel abroad that I would like to share with you today. The first is the Clontarf Foundation in Australia. This is a small, not-for-profit that focuses on improving outcomes for young males of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander descent. A few small facts. Despite comprising only 2% of the total population, 1 in 3 individuals incarcerated in Australia come from that population, 93% of which are men. And until recently, individuals from these racial backgrounds were more likely to end up in prison than finish high school, let alone get a job. From humble beginnings of supporting only 25 young men in the year 2000, Clontarf now supports over 11,500 young men annually, and last year assisted almost 1,000 of them complete high school. Clontarf was started by a former high school teacher and Aussie Rules football coach who realized the needs of this population. The work Clontarf is doing is having a direct impact, creating better livelihoods and better incomes for this marginalized community, resulting in a positive impact on Australia's society overall. The next organization I would like to highlight is Vina Capital in Vietnam. This is a for-profit company. They utilize a portion of their retained earnings to cover heart procedures for children under the age of 5. In Vietnam, heart procedures are not covered by health insurance for children that young because the risk is not deemed worth the cost. On average, 16,000 children are born in Vietnam with a congenital heart defect. 85% of them will die before the 18th birthday without treatment. Since starting this initiative in December of 2023, just 5 short months ago, over 11,000 procedures have been covered and taken place, and more are taking place every day. This initiative was started because one individual in the company who had a family member impacted by this insurance policy raised their hand and said, "Do you think we can do something about this?" You don't need to be a CEO to speak up and facilitate change. You just need to be a leader. There are no shortages of issues facing the world today. Issues related to gender, equality, and women's rights, racial and social issues, hate and prejudice, structures that repeat the cycle of poverty, environmental and geopolitical issues, amongst a litany of others. We don't need to look at the news to see these problems. We can see them with our own eyes, in both foreign countries and right here in the United States. Darden has enabled us with the tools to be successful and make a difference in the world. We are no longer the leaders of tomorrow, rather we are the leaders of today. We have a responsibility to do good now wherever we have an impact, in our homes, in our communities, and in our careers. Progress is better than waiting for perfection, and you don't need to solve everything to do something. Wherever you go in life, don't underestimate the impact one individual can have, and don't forget the values Darden has instilled in you. We all have it in us to make the world a better place, and Darden has given us the tools and network to be successful. No one person and no one organization can solve everything. Find an organization whose values and missions align with your own, and one day, I hope we're all able to look back and know that we made a difference. I am confident each of us here has the potential to move mountains. Class of 2024, let's take a moment to reflect on the journey and all we have accomplished. And as Taylor Swift says, hold on to the memories, they will hold on to you. Remember the fun we had at social events. Thank you, Paul. Remember the late nights in the lobby of the Le Méridien, the Darden Invitational, Ben. Our personal wellness journeys, the late night studying and learning team meetings. Go Team Jordan. Remember all that we have learned, the skills, the tools, and network of friends and leaders we now have. Remember to pursue your passions in life and align your purpose with your professional identity. Do good and make a difference wherever you go. Never stop learning. Never stop celebrating each other's successes. And most importantly, let's never stop helping each other. Class of 2024, I don't know how it gets much better than this. I'm excited for what the future holds for our community. Congratulations. Let's go make a difference.